Hi there, Breaking Bidehul. Welcome. I think we're up to number 7. I tried to take a step back and see what's the most important thing to point out as we move forward. I think at this point, identifying some of the clientele. You know how they say there are at least 2 sides to every story. So I took a step back. You think your job sucks? You think your boss is a pain in the ass? Imagine the pressure. I can't wait to hear from the child safety experts. They wouldn't get into it. They'd say, well, it's a good thing you have these questions and you don't understand, because if you did, then you'd be like them. Then 10 years later, they would explain how and why these things happen and how they end and why they end that way with these different incidents and heartbreaking stuff. And now I expect we'll get more on their personalities, MO, etc. My hope, of course, would be that the biggest perp would come clean and help society to move forward. Number 1 message, once again, quick prayer. Please, God, keep me on track. Keep it about love and mercy when we respond to conspiracy that may prove to be true. Thank you for the wisdom and the understanding and the guidance. And thank you again for that word, that it's right to prevent and it's good to speed things along. Amazing. Thank you, Lord. Let's look at clients. The big one, I'm not talking about it because they'll whack me so fast it's not funny. I will only say this is how it appears to be going down. And they all take the money. Everyone. Most upsetting for me was Tucker and Vivek, who took the money the day after he ended his campaign. I'm guessing he was pretty upset. I hope to talk to him about that. The candidate himself, video shot during his candidacy that was released the day after Vivek pulled out and lost. I believe he recouped lots of money the day after he ended his campaign with this video. I guess I'll tell you the title of it, though he will take it right down once I identify it. But it's a clear example of this common denominator. The YouTube video is entitled something like Disappointed with Their Gender Reassignment. Vivek is hosting 2 young women. The reason why it's important is because the gesture that you'll see everywhere after you hear this. Me telling you right now, it's over for them. And I have to get somewhere safe, I'm thinking, as I reveal as much of this. And please distribute this, record this or download it and stick it somewhere, and distribute it or talk about the ideas. Please pick it up. If you're a journalist, please do your best to get the stuff out and ask the right questions about these leads that we are receiving. So as people are talking, these signs are showing up everywhere. It looks like it's a gesture. There are authors that say we're being hypnotized, so perhaps it's part of a mass hypnosis plan, but it appears people are taking the money, following through with whatever agenda is being presented, and holding their fingers or unscrewing the tip of one. We have a little of that information I want to share with you right now, but there's much, much more. As Carrie Lake said, very, very scary funding sources. I don't want to go any further than this. You'll have to put those things together. Bidehul has multiple clients that put different pressures on him. It's a lot more than the laundromat. And it would certainly appear as if that were the case. But the number 1 common denominator, everywhere. Make the peace sign. Put your fingers up. This is the part where I need your help in the demonstration. Make the peace sign. Now put those 2 fingers together. Have those 2 fingers up. I think it's almost like the Boy Scouts are 3 fingers. This is 2 fingers up. Maybe it was Cub Scouts. I don't know. And when we asked George Noory, who hosts the old Art Bell Coast to Coast AM show, his guest said, well, in my wife's church, that's how they greet one another. They hold up the 2 fingers. So put those 2 fingers up, and with your other hand, come on over and grab those 2 fingers and hold them. Now hold those 2 fingers for the entire shot. If you're on camera for 10 seconds, 30 seconds, you have to hold those fingers. And the other motion, if you're not holding those fingers, is to take that hand and encompass the tip, the fingertip around the fingernail. And like you're unscrewing a bottle top, go ahead and cut around, or you're cutting around the top, like I thought about a wine bottle, and you're cutting the top of the sleeve off of the wine bottle. And do that with your other hand on the tip of your finger. And we're going to talk about what we've picked up so far, and we'll be listening to those that claim to be experts. Don't you love conspiracy? So anyway, look and watch. They're doing it everywhere. He's going to have to go back and kill all the video. That's wonderful. He's going to have to edit it all. And now that you have truth coming your way in the next minute or two, he has a ton of editing to do. I would say the most prominent examples were the Vivek and Laura Ingraham, her town hall with Trump. Trump has not taken the money from what I can tell, nor has Elon Musk. VVP, though, grabbing his sausage fingers. Indeed. We'll get into all of that. But is it a curse? Is it a spell? If it's mass hypnosis, we'll find out. But there appear to be physical effects on the body from this hypnosis that are not good and are totally in line with this theory that there are a group of people that want to continue efforts to limit or control the Earth's population, and have set a deadline, apparently, of 2030 of reducing that to 500 million or 500 million people by the year 2030. So when Mr. Musk talks about 2 generations, that unless we, change our approach to sex and increase the birth rate, we will be down to just a tenth of our population within 2, maybe 3 generations. Some people are saying that that's a smokescreen as well. We'll have to get into that. We don't have that time. The plan is to do it by 2030. We don't have 2 generations, Mr. Musk. So we'll look into that theory and what people are saying. But this gesture in the hypnosis appears to affect the penis physically, or scrotum. Seems to be an enlargement of scrotum, like we know that hypnosis has been proven since the 70s to enlarge breasts. This looks to be an enlargement of the scrotum that causes issues down there and steals skin from the penis, which retracts, making it uncomfortable and actually changing the reproductive organ. It starts with an unscrewing effect around the penis head. And once that's unscrewed, a pulling on the scrotum skin. What's funny is then Bidet will laugh, which just reiterates this. It's not the only source at all. It's everywhere, including my favorite and perhaps your favorite religious program. You're not going to be happy when you figure this out. We need answers. I think the Congresswoman was correct when she said recently in that hearing, surrounded by the parents of dead children, going after the online groups. It's been 27 years now, no regulation. When are we going to open the court doors? Let these parents and families go after these people. Certainly that's on the right track. We have to slow this down. Because the money man, don't forget the money man. The money man is this constant theme, and this is the gesture. I want to know how much money you get to do this, because they're all doing it. From the news to my favorite doggy trainer videos in the background. They just stick the witches everywhere, or whatever you want to call these people with their gesture if they're not witches. Like I said, is it mass hypnosis, a spell, what is it? We'll find out. But apparently it affects the penis. It does other things as well. We'll do this without consulting witches, and we'll have to interview people in the know that aren't mediums, witches, because that's a no-no. Well, not to do that. So that's the gesture. They're doing it everywhere. You'll see it in your news. And just ask yourself, maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe when he's delivering the news or sitting on the couch with the other folks, that's a natural position to hold for the live shot. Or the yeah. They all took the money. Even the asshole says he's Mr. Truth Seeker. Come clean, dude. So we have questions for Putin. We have real questions. And in this program, we're going to ask the questions that VVP is going to answer, as they are all things he has already said. He's already said it. Simply going to ask about a few things that he said, clarification, etc. It'll be great. Same thing with Jake. No comment, Jake. He's going to talk. Well, that is if the American people, he says the vast majority, that it's me. He says there must be something wrong with you because just about everybody else is in favor of this. The vast majority. What's wrong with you, Scott? So we'll get it from Jake. I look forward to hearing him comment. It'll be good. Really? Set us straight. Same thing with Bidehul. Set us straight. Thank you. Spasiba. How else are the witches used on these platforms? Look what else he's doing on YouTube and the like. What can we do to stop these images that we shouldn't be seeing? And the experts say we otherwise would not be seeing. That's next time on Breaking Bidehul.
Since we got her digging in the dirt, find the places we got her digging in the dirt, find the places we got her.